Hello, everyone. We're happy to welcome you at our open day today at MSU, Department of Chemistry. My name is Natalia. I'm coordinator of the Foreign Office. We work with international students. And today we would like to make presentations about our program's master degree in English, which will be presented by Andrei Putyatin. We will also have a presentation about admission process by Artem Zhernov. I will talk about the main conditions of studying at MSU for international students, and we will also hear an opinion of a foreign student. So let me present you the first part.
Hello, everybody. My name Andrei Putyatin. I am Dean's Concealer, and today I will tell you about our master's program, which we hold in English. So currently we have two programs which we present together with Rosatom companies. So, and the third one, a Master in Spent Nuclear Fuel Management, under development. So it will be launched from 2023. So let's start. Okay, yeah, just a few words about Moscow State University. So very basic things. It's located in Moscow and in top 100 university in chemistry, according to QS. So, of course, we have a large base of instrumental analysis infrastructure for research and development and trainings of specialists. So in Moscow State University, we have about 50 different departments in terms of the size, in terms of number of employees, and the chemistry department is one of the largest. So we have more than 4,000 people on board in chemistry department. As you can see in the screen, we have 16 research divisions. So it's research divisions where the students are participating in different areas of modern chemistry. So let's stop on radiochemistry division. It's about 90 employees with 7 different laboratories. You will be able to immerse yourself in a lot of scientific work there. So key points from radiochemistry division. One of them is agreement with IAA on educational and training programs. Of course, very good that we have state license to work with the radioactive materials, radioactive samples. And we have a large experience in training of foreign students and specialists. Yeah. So, and of course, as I already tell, we have highly qualified experts. So let's start from our first master program, project management in the field of decommissioning of nuclear facilities, including radioactive waste management. So duration, this program have 2 years, and this program and next also, yeah. So decommissioning of nuclear facilities is one of the most problematic area in the nuclear industry. So only 1 of 3 projects is successfully realized. So it's due to various factors such as different mistakes in management, in planning, economics, and others. So that's why we decided to provide some solution to the industry, some solution to Rosatom. The master program of project management in the field of decommissioning of nuclear facilities, including radioactive waste management. which combines features to solve current problems. We implement this program jointly with Imperial College London and EDOM Nuclear Services from Spain. The structure looks like this. So 25% refers to basic radiochemistry and chemistry, 25 to study of structure of nuclear facilities, 25 it's for managerial competitions, and 25 for accumulating of knowledge on methods of work execution. A little bit more details. So the program includes course of decommissioning objects infrastructure with introduction and details of nuclear fuel cycle objects and their features. Next course of decommissioning technology, which include methods of deactivation of structure and equipment, methods of dismantling and fragmentation of equipment and structure, and of course, radioactive waste management. Next course on territory's presence, students will get an understanding of nuclear facilities and decommissioning systems in the world with regional details and features as different regulatory system, funding, and so on. Next course on supranational regulation based on IA and OECD NIA acting standards and solutions. The next one is course on cost management. As I already told, it's a huge problem. So how to provide high qualified economic models for decommissioning. We include planning, project, cost estimation mechanism, methods for evaluating values, risk assessments, etc. Course on project management, including every issues for understanding of international standards in project management. After education is finished, you can take IPMAD level certificate in the field of project management. And just a few words about practice. So we sign a lot of agreements, and one of it it's pilot and demonstration center for decommissioning for uranium graphite nuclear reactors. So in Seversk, it's near the Tomsk in Siberia. Yeah. It's very important. Those students who will go to our Master of Science program, they will have a projects not in the simulate condition, but in condition in real facilities that is under decommissioning right now. So here you can see key dates and also all details about admission process. The next one, next program, which we realized together with Rosatom, Rosatom Healthcare and Rosatom Overseas, Master in Radiopharmaceutical Chemistry. Yeah, nuclear medicine is a convergence of science, as you can see on the screen. It combines elements of physics, biology, medicine, cognitive and engineering science, and of course, chemistry. So Moscow State University consists of huge number of departments. So therefore, we have very wide opportunities for collaborate and cooperation with departments, between departments. Radiopharmaceutical chemistry involves a whole range of tasks in diagnostic and therapy fields, such as compound determination, radionuclide selection, its synthesis, molecular preparation, preclinical and clinical testing. The structure of master program concerns a full stage of radiopharmaceutical development, from basic radiochemistry, the synthesis of radiopharmaceuticals in compliance with all the necessary rules of international certification in environmental aspects and radioactive waste management. And all this is provided in combination with project management to create competitions in that field. A few details of courses, a few details of models of master program. The basic part, of course, radiochemistry. Students will be given the necessary knowledge and practice on working with radioactive substances, as well as learn to work with scientific database, writing scientific articles, etc. Methods of production of radiopharmaceuticals include the entire process from methods for obtaining radionuclides to the synthesis radiopharmaceuticals. Of course, radiopharmaceuticals must be produced in accordance with all international rules to certification. So a separate part will highlight all the features of GMP certification, safety and environmental protection. After the work with the radiopharmaceutical is complete, radioactive waste is generated. We will provide all the necessary knowledge in this area, including the specifics of the transportation of radioactive substances. And a huge course of project management and features of intellectual property protection. After completing the master's program, graduates will be able to manage the process of creating a radiopharmaceutical, making a great contribution to society and health in the world. So here you can see on the screen all admission rules. What do you need? Yeah. And last but not least, the new one, master program in the field of spent nuclear fuel. So this program we produced together with Rosatom company 10X. So it's one of the biggest company in Rosatom. Yeah. And you can see on the screen structure of master program. So very basic structure. So maybe later I will tell you just more. So of course, radiochemistry, models we have, methods of spent nuclear fuel management, transportation of spent nuclear fuel and radioactive waste, regulation features, world practice, control methods, and then so on. So thank you very much, dear colleagues. If you have a question, you can ask me on the chat. Thank you.
Dear potential students, and now we will listen to Artem Zhernov from the admission office about the general conditions of admission. Just 1 second.
Hello, dear participants of Open Day of Lomonosov Moscow State University. Let me introduce peculiarities of admissions next summer 2023 for international students on Faculty of Chemistry. My name is Dr. Artem Zhernov. I'm head of admission office. Moscow State University was established 1755, including chemistry lab, as a part of medical school of the university. Faculty of Chemistry, separate Faculty of Chemistry, was inaugurated as a separate division 1929. So it's almost 100 years for Faculty of Chemistry. Nowadays, Faculty of Chemistry consists of 17 departments, of every branch, every area of chemistry, modern chemistry, with 3,000 employees and 1,500 students total. Yeah, we have 7 buildings. So this is an image of our main building on the Lenin Hills. And this is an picture of our main auditorium. It's a big chemistry auditorium. Here is a list of educational programs by the faculty, a list for international students. So we have 3 programs, in Russian for international students, and a program in English, a master program in English for international students. Bachelor studies continues 4 years. It includes a basic study in chemistry, and you at 4th year of a study, you may choose the research major that you include in your diploma. Specialist studies continues 6 years, so the same level as a master studies, like a combination of bachelor and master as a specialist studies, 6-year studies. So you will graduate with a specialization in exact area of chemistry after 6 years. Master studies, it's a 2-year program. So we have a program in every area of chemistry which is studied at the research of in this exact area in chemistry is conducted on one of 17 cathedra, 17 schools in our faculty. And we have 2 programs, master studies in English. This is a project management in radiochemical facilities and radiopharmaceutical chemistry, including project management. Allowance, a maximum number of admitted is shown on this picture. What are admission exams? So for bachelor studies and for specialist studies, there are 2 oral examinations to be admitted. It's a chemistry and Russian. And for master studies, we have a written examination. It's a written examination in chemistry. So it's in Russian for master studies in Russian, and it's English. In English, written exam in English for English master studies. Tuition fee not stated yet. It will be approximately 500,000 rubles annually, and you should pay in advance every semester. So the half of this sum, half of this fee. Admission track. So admission track includes application, exams, a publication of range list, a recommendation for enrollment, final document checking, making an agreement, payment first semester, and enrollment. You may track or apply for recognition of your previous education previous foreign education via site recognition.msu.ru. If you apply for recognition before June 15, if you you may apply both for admission and for recognition after June 15th through website webanketa.msu.ru. Key days for applications. Main application period starts June 15, and deadline for applications for bachelor and specialist studies is July 10th, and for master programs, July 20th. For master studies, July 20th. Exams. The main period of exams is from July 11 to July 25. Written examination in chemistry could be conducted preliminary. The preliminary examination, preliminary period of examinations in end of June, like June 27th. And the main period is July 22nd. We don't know exactly, but we'll hope that we could conduct examination in distant form. Rank list publication is scheduled on July 27th, and enrollment consents should be applied until August 9th. But there could be changes for this date. Your application consists of application itself. So you write one application. You write one application for all faculties, all programs in university, and choose a priority level of each program you apply in that application. You should attach to the application a copy of your identification or travel documents. It should be your passport, for example, your ID, national ID, internationally recognized ID, like a passport, and its notarial translation to Russian. We need main pages, a copy of main pages with photo and your official address if you have one in your passport. Also, we need a copy of your Russian visa if you have or had one. Sometimes migration card and registration evidence if you are already in Russia. And we need a second set of documents that are an evidence of your previous education. So it's a school diploma if you apply for bachelor or specialist, or it's your bachelor diploma set if you apply for master studies. So we need your diploma with our official transcript for the diploma and notarial translation for this diploma and for the official transcript. We need also a legalization evidence for your document, for this evidence of your previous education, if applicable. It could be notarial legislation, apostille, etc. All these evidences should be accompanied with a notarial translation as well. Well, if you have a certificate of recognition of education level in Russia, then you simply could attach it to the application. But if you have no certificate of recognition, this procedure could be conducted in university. on your application evaluation, as well as by Russian authorities and other Russian authorities for this issue. And as I have said, recognition of previous foreign education could be conducted earlier, before June 15, via recognition.msu.ru, a special site for recognition procedures in university. If you have a SNILS, it's a Russian Social Security number evidence, you may attach it. And we need one photo for documents, 3 to 4 centimeters on matte paper, and we need more photos, approximately 4 photos for student documents after you will be enrolled. You may apply for not more than 5 bachelor specialist programs at the same time in Moscow State University. And for master studies, you should make preliminary choice of sub-program. For example, you need to choose between radiopharmaceutical chemistry and project management in radiochemical or another issues. All documents must be accompanied by an authorized translation. Legalization, recognition of documents is also required. So, but exact procedure depends on the country of issue of the document. And it should be mentioned, it's very important that in translations, your name must match the spelling of your name on the Russian visa. If you have no Russian visa at the time, please consult the Russian consulate in your country, Russian embassy in your country. Original documents should be presented in person along with consent on arrival. After the passing examinations, and minimum pass point on master exams is 40 from 100 points, and on bachelor and specialist exams it's 36 for each exam. So 36 for Russian and 36 for chemistry oral examination. Ranked lists are published on July 27th. This list is impersonal. You will be coded, your name will be coded with a number that you could see in your web anketa, personal account. The amount of points, the sum of points for individual tests, the presence of consent, and presence of a original of a certificate for previous education. Presence of these documents in our admission office. After publication of the list, you should sign consent for enrollment to start study visa invitation and following procedure. It could be done immediately after examinations in June, for example, or after examinations in July, but not later than first half of August. Because the start of study year is September the 1st, you should come to Russia before it. So after recommendation for enrollment, after the publication of range list, we'll start visa invitation issuing, and after your arriving, we check your original documents, making an agreement with you. You pay for first semester. We make an order of enrollment. Please consult our sites. It's a pk.chem.msu.ru. Join our group in social media. it's the VK, and write us emails to ask any questions. Don't
Dear prospective students, now we'll talk a bit about the Foreign Office, the place I work. This is an office particularly for foreign students. Also we have today our foreign students from Korea. I will make a small presentation about our department, and then he will talk a bit about his experience. One moment. So our Foreign Office, our Foreign Department deals with all the problems and issues of foreign students. We help with visas and registrations, we help with dormitory issues, and we can answer general questions about your life in Moscow, about your daily duties, about your career and well-being. Here you can see our contact. We have 2 emails, one is specifically mainly for Chinese students because Microsoft Office doesn't always work from China. Also here you can see our telephone and room number. As for visas and registration, if you come from a country that requires visas to Russian Federation, we will make an invitation for you while in your host country. You need to provide your passport, and you will get a visa invitation about a month after we make arrangement at the Ministry of Internal Affairs. And you will get visa at the embassy or consulate that is comfortable for you. After you come to Russia, we make a registration for you. This is a paper that proves your legal status in Russia. It is required to be with you all the time when you walk out, for example, because you may be checked for your status in Russia, and we will prolong these registrations and visas for you. And if you live not in a dormitory, but in a flat, you need to prolong it with the landlord. And it's crucial that if you leave Russia and come back again, you need to make a new registration. As for health and security issues, there is a special healthcare plan for MSU students. You can see it on the link on the slide. There are various programs that cost around 12,000 rubles per year, which is very comfortable, some considering private visits to the doctor. Also, students are served at the medical center 202. It's near the chemistry faculty building and the nearby main building. It's the main hospital for our students. And also there are some emergency phones if you need them, but always ask questions if you will have them. Also, what is great that we have a full website for international students that started to operate last year. It's studentin.msu.ru. You can see the algorithm of entry. You can see all the details about healthcare, about arrival to Russia, about the airport, about the dormitory, steps you need to make and arrange. So it's everything that you need to know. As for the dormitories, most of our students live there. It's mainly FDS complex near the subway station Lomonosky Prospect, or it's the main building, which is very famous, I think. There are various shops, canteens and services there, rooms to study and relax. And overall, Ramenki, the district where the MSU is located, is very beautiful and calm. Also, while arriving, please note that you should notify us 10 days before, so we know when you arrive and where to which airport. And now the COVID rules are that you need to do PCR test just after the arrival to Russia at the airport. There are several services provided there to make a PCR test for you quickly. Also, if you're not able to make it for some reason, you should self-isolate for a day and then make a test. A novelty this year is that foreign students need to do a medical examination and fingerprinting for the legal status in Russia. The medical examination is made in one of the hospitals in Moscow, and fingerprinting can be made either at the Moscow State University or immigration center near the center of Moscow. We will explain it everything when you come to our university. Thank you. Please, if you have any questions, write it in chat. Yeah, and now we have Chon Chanha from Korea that will share about his experience a bit. So please tell us about your choice of study. Why did you choose Faculty of Chemistry?
I'm born in Korea, but I grew up in Kazakhstan, so I studied and actually I graduated at Russian school, and I like chemistry very much when I was studying in Russian school. So I had a choice. I could go to Korean university and study their chemistry in Korean language, and the second choice was to go to come to Russia and to study chemistry in Russian university in Russian language. I saw that my school was in Russian and I was speaking Russian better than in Korean, so I decided to graduate to MSU chemical faculty. And I heard that chemistry is very good in Russia, so I decided to come to Russia and study here.
Okay, good. And what do you like the most about your studies now? Or do you like particular subjects or experiments, for example?
Now, the subjects that I like most is physical chemistry, because the lecture is great, and I like how physical formulas are connected with chemistry, and and their laboratory works are very interesting for me. So I like physical chemistry the most now.
Okay, good. Thank you very much for your answers. While we wait, maybe we wait a bit questions in the chat. Just a moment. Okay, good. So thank you very much all for the participation. Thanks to Janha, and we will be happy to see you among our students. Thank you.